What's going on, everybody? This is Urban J Reviews, and today we're going to take a look at Ryze Mushroom coffee. I've went through a whole pack after 30 days or so, and I want to share my review. I've ordered more of it, and I'm going to talk about Ryze Mushroom coffee. Let's get into it. All right, so as far as products that I need in terms of hardware, I use this kettle right here, really easy to fill up and just simply turn on, boils quickly. And then I use this little blender. Let's show you how I actually prepare this. All right, so when it comes to preparation, I use this unsweetened coconut milk right here by 365. You can get it on Amazon. I also use this ashwagandha turmeric latte mix. Now this just helps kind of make it frothy like a latte. So ashwagandha turmeric, for those of you who know, if you know, you know. If you don't know, well, look up ashwagandha and turmeric for what the health benefits are. But yeah, that's what I use. So I'm going to take my coconut milk. I'm going to basically do a 2 count, 1, 2, maybe 3 seconds. Just fill up the cup there, just a little bit. Okay, so with the turmeric latte, I do about a spoonful, okay? And I just put that in there. And then with the Ryze coffee, I basically am gonna do 2 scoops. That's only half a scoop that I'm getting there, so I'm gonna grab a little bit more, because this is actually at the end of the bag, so 2 full scoops would have done perfect. Let me see if I can get a little bit more out of it, because I'm only getting 1/4 scoops. So I wanted to wait to do this review until I've actually used it so I can give quality feedback. But yeah, 2 full scoops would have, it's basically empty. Let's see if I can even just empty it. Should be enough. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little handy dandy blender here. It's got a button on it. You just hit the top. And what I'm basically doing is mixing everything really good in there, because it's all powder, you want to make sure you get a good spin on it. And then once you've done that, wash these 2 things here, wooden spoon. Put that back. Now what I'm going to do is go to the hot water, the boiling water. I'm going to pour that in there. Okay. And then if I drink it just like that, it's going to be really kind of bitter and tart. So what I do is I take this honey. You can get any honey you want. This is from the Sonoran Desert. I like to do that because of allergy season. I like the bee pollen from where I'm at. So I get just enough. And I kind of let that marinate in there before I drink it. Now at this point, I can't use this thing anymore because I guess I could, but if I spin it, it'll spill, see? So I can't use that anymore. That's why I spin it with the coconut milk, mushroom coffee, and the ashwagandha first when it's low, because it does spin. So I use just the stirring spoon here. Okay. At this point, it should be to taste. Perfect. Wash that later. So after doing all this, the taste is actually good. Yeah, it's palatable. So now what I imagine you guys are probably interested in is, how do I feel after drinking it? Well, I was drinking coffee, lots of Red Bulls. So at some point in time, I kind of redlined my adrenals or thyroid or something by drinking so much caffeine. I was like a caffeine addict, especially with those Red Bulls. It started out with just 1, and then it became 2. And then the coffee, I would do a Red Bull, and then I'd do a coffee in the afternoon. So Red Bull in the morning, coffee in the afternoon, just not a good mix, right? So I needed something that was still a nice little caffeine, but not so harsh. That's what got me into something like the Ryze coffee with the mushrooms because of all the ingredients that are in there. And I haven't had any issues with anxiety. The first time I drank it, because of a psychosomatic thing, I wasn't sure. I was kind of tripped myself out. I was like, oh man, am I getting all, foggy headed or lightheaded from too much caffeine? That was like the first time. But then as time went by, I was like, no, actually, it's not that bad. So I will say that it does have a calming effect, even though it does have caffeine. So it gives you a little bit of a neurostimulant to wake you up, but it doesn't get you amped up. Now, as far as the claims go about the weight loss and inflammation, I would say I have definitely been losing weight across the belly. I don't know if that's just because I've gone to a low carb diet with intermittent fasting and this, but so far that combo's worked. So the mushroom coffee with the intermittent fasting, which is basically eating from 11 in the afternoon till about 7 or 8 at night. Sometimes I have cheat days, of course, and I was able to lose weight. But I also think the ashwagandha and the turmeric have helped. So I just wanted to make this video to share my experience with the mushroom coffee. Let me know what you guys think of the mushroom coffee, and I'll see you on the next one.